The great thinker is no more. Hundreds of torches lit up the night sky in front of the great thinker's pantheon. The waving flames made the illusion as though the thinker's statue slowly swaying, dancing to the chant of the frenzied crowd. The grand marvel of architecture standing in the middle of the metropolis stood like an unbothered boulder mountain, unbothered from what the crowd in front of it was yelling. A woman named Elric, dressed in a washed-away travel cloak, was gazing at the crowd with curious eyes. She has been traveling for years but had never seen anything like this before. Excuse me, sir, asked Elric to one of the men in the crowd. What do you mean by the great thinker is no more? The man was taken aback for a second, perhaps because he did not expect a stranger to talk to him. But then his confused face soon turned into a proud one, full of confidence and a smidge of arrogance. A wonder, I see. Do you still believe that the thinker is as great as he used to be? Elric was confused by the man's question. What did he mean by as great as he used to be? The thinker was always there, always the same, always the right answer. I'm not sure I understand your question, said Elric. When was the last time you asked something to the thinker? Asked the man. Just a few hours ago. I'm just coming back from Iceguard's temple, and the thinker told me the fastest route to this town, answered Elric. The man slightly lowered his left eyebrow and asked her, So, you're sure that that was the fastest way? Elric was confused. It was what the thinker told her. The idea of questioning it felt weird, blasphemy even. What are you trying to say? Asked Elric. Well, you tell me, exclaimed the man. 3 months ago, the thinker told us that it was going to rain 13 times in the coming month. It rained 14 times. The thinker made a mistake. Elric had never heard of the great thinker making a mistake before. Could this be true? But Elric was still confused about why people were so angry. The thinker made a small mistake in predicting the weather. So what? No harm was done. But one more rainy day, that's not a big of a deal, right? Maybe he was tired or something. The man nodded and continued. Yes, that sure is how we thought at first. He gives thousands of guidance to all of us around the world. He most certainly could make an error. But just think about it. What if he gives the wrong guidance again? What if that decision is a life and death matter and it leads to something catastrophic? How can we trust him to make the right choices? Heck, what if he already had? What if he already led us down the road to doom? With the pouring questions from the man, Elric was overwhelmed. To doubt the thinker was already too much for her, but to imagine the consequences of the wrong guidance. Elric's emotions slowly traveled from doubt to confusion to fear. But what if he had been wrong all this time? What does that mean? Are we on the wrong path? Where is he trying to lead us? The man, with a triumphant smile on his face, proudly continued. Exactly. What is the great thinker? We don't even know who he is. Has anyone actually seen him before? All we do is listen to his guidance through the mages. Elric slowly looked upon the grand temple. The lights from the torches were creating a strange, wavy shadow under its magnificent pillars and ceilings. In the middle, the statue of the thinker stood, tall and unbothered.